Gambit even messing with middle in different types of attacks. Sometimes the base of connectors, sometimes
my
top
God.
mid. But on the very top is Sh1ro.
It's semi-final Saturday here at the Blast Premier Spring Showdown, and we are on our way to finding out who will be crowned the champions of Bracket B. And in some of these teams, they were really putting it to the wall because it is elimination time. It's only single elimination here at the Showdown. And we've got to be talking about Heroic coming into this one as one of the firm favorites in the entirety of the Showdown.
They've been undefeated, and we can do nothing but clap and applaud the Counter-Strike they've been playing.
B90 versus Heroic. I think it's going to be quite interesting. This is obviously Heroic. They're going to have to be the favorites here, and the odds, they bear that out. In spite of the upset, I mean, that's sad about.
I think it's still fair, Anders, come on. That wasn't a real Vitality that we saw them fight against. It's a true win, but it was a broken Vitality, and you're going up against the EPL champions, right?
Yeah, like a lot of spotlights obviously going to be on 9C just for how well they play, but, you know, the question is, could they do it against a Heroic that is on a bit of a wild streak themselves? No kit currently in play. I don't know if there's one on the ground, but either way, they're in trouble here. East top of the kill. Refrezh trying his best, and some absolutely wild headshots coming out. Back to back, and he's looking for him, picking up the Glock instead on the ground, and he flicks to take him down, but he can't find the kit. Maybe just in time he picked it up. Some absolutely insane presence of mind. No problem at all. Shush, close range. A little bit of an awkward spray usually with the AWP, but he'll get the job done anyway. Taking down both Bit and Max, and then spinning back. Also taking down GGT.
Still fighting. They're going to drop. He gets that kill. Easy peasy.
Yeah, good job. But now he's in a very exposed and awkward position. And Tess is just moving out, looking to see if he can also catch them. It's not a bad kill, but it still leaves Cadian in a really weird 1 versus 2.
Dude, the discipline from Cadian.
Yeah. Thinking about it. Whoa. Nice job.
Everything is going Heroic's way. It is the true uphill battle here for 9Z. And so 9Z right now, I mean, they're just going to keep getting pummeled, I think, for the time being.
Here comes the run boost, though. The M4, I mean, that could be hard catching people, but what a headshot. Oh, God. Buy head armor, guys, if you can. It's important. Oh, but that doesn't matter if you got Deagle. Eastall to take down Shush, and now they're slowed down. Nice headshot. Following up, and Refrezh is going to hit the ground. Eastall trying to continue. Bit will help out, and it's just down left, and they're coming for him as well. And they don't lose a single person. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to bite this so hard. There's no way for them to realize. No. They're still fighting to try and recover an empty bomb site. This is going to be like if someone buys you like a PlayStation 5 box for Christmas, but it's just empty inside. They're going to come in here and they're going to open it, and it's just like, they'll be traumatized for life. They'll never believe in Christmas ever again. There's still no on it. Oh, it's a nightmare, isn't it? Oh, no. 16-8, ladies and gentlemen, in quite possibly the most abusive way possible. I still felt like we maybe never got to see like the real game plan of 9C. Like, it felt like they never really got their feet on the ground, even though they tried like at the beginning of that second half, but it was just, you know.
We're like, oh, cool, we know what to do. We can do this, right?
Yeah.
They started doing it. And that's when Heroic like, actually, hold on. We're not going to let you, we're not going to play this slow game, actually. We're just going to keep running at you.
Må det suge langsomt, okay? Jeg kan holde de backside om lidt.
Ja, der var en bænken.
Ja.
Ligger et kit, Edward. Ja, Edward er et kit,
ja. Jeg holder højre med her.
Kan du blive ved med at holde, Michel?
Ja, jeg holder højre.
Lad os bare komme venstre om side.
Ja.
Edward også. Edward står bare og battler. Edward sidste bag pælen.
Ja, kittet ligger ovenpå ham. 2 kugler.
Ja, Reffe! Tag kittet med! Kom nu!
Heroic live up to their namesake in the first map of this best-of-3 series. It may have been 9Z's pick, but there was no room for the underdogs to be sinking their teeth into the Danes. We were highlighting him before coming into this matchup, and we got to hear from him in our Mic'd Up segment. Refrezh, he was definitely one to watch in this game, and he was putting up a monstrous performance.
He was very proactive. He was looking for the jewel, and he was making the difference, topping the charts.
So they were in control throughout the entire game, and maybe this was a consequence of that. They slacked a tiny bit and got punished for it.
Yeah, and hopefully Heroic will be looking to keep that control as we head on into Inferno.
But to be completely honest, the way Heroic is playing right now is some of the best Counter-Strike we've seen any team play so far in this year.
That was a bit of a brutal first map. Heroic just looking very powerful indeed. And that's a bit of a statement, you know.
It's how it's supposed to be played. I'm just going to keep hammering this because, I mean, it's how it's supposed to go. You have the dominant team, and they are supposed to dominate the other team. The onus is on them to stop Heroic from beating up on them. Just chuck, running up second mid, get that molly in there as fast as possible, and stop that aggression.
Oh no!
Early.
Oh no!
Okay, this is interesting.
And that was a Tech-9. Cruising in very fast. Yep, he's going to get killed. Not exactly surrounded. And a headshot. They crushed the economy. They won the first 3 rounds. It's all been looking so good.
No way. This is a hard eco.
I don't feel good about this round at all. So then just execute straight into the A side. I almost feel like that would have been preferable. Not necessarily what's winning Heroic some of these rounds, right? This is 9C giving them a couple of shots. That's an excellent 1 deke from Bit, though.
Dude.
We can all stop to appreciate that. Question is, could Bit land one more? Just one more. 19 seconds, so 1 kill would buy plenty of time. Oh, and he's lining it up. Didn't even need to really spam that. And he'll take down Sh1ro. They're not headshots. They're just low on health. A Bit. What a wonderful round. Quad kill with the deagle. The other side don't want to be alone for that long, but maybe should have stuck around. Bit, that's an excellent spray. He's again. And now the rotation is going to start to come in here. And it's another 2-on-4 that definitely 9C should be winning no problem. Now looking for 1 more kill. I don't know if they realize there's someone else on the bomb side. They do now, and it's back into a 2-on-2 again. 9C having a really hard time holding on to some of this Cadian. He's going to find the kill and nearly close the round right then and there. It's DDT trying to see if he can get back in. 1 versus 2. They're going to peek him from one side, and actually they did almost double team him there. That Molotov is a bit awkward. Tapping it. There is a kit, and now he can actually go for it. Why is he out in the open? Why is he not on the other side? This is mental. He could just get peeked and killed, but he wins the round anyway. Cadian holding his angle so that Refrezh could push forward, which... Wow, Max on his own. The timing this time. So Tess is inside of the bomb site. Cadian is showing up, but that's more for show. They actually do look the other way. They were looking for the boost, and it didn't happen. And the flashbang from Cadian setting up for the kill on E-Store as well. Tessus goes for another one. It's 1 more headshot. What a triple kill coming out. Not sure if Heroic actually know that. Refrezh and Sh1ro are inside of the bomb site. Crossfire, 9 seconds. How could there be 9 seconds left? You can't even plant the bomb in time. Refrezh will get 3 kills, but even the first 1, I think, was enough to win that round. 15-12. It is map point for Heroic, and not just that series point. They walk in to try and take down Sh1ro, but that has proven very difficult in the past. 3 quick kills for him, and that might just sound the end of the series here. Easter, 1 versus 4, and Heroic, I mean, this has been such an incredible series for them. It's Sh1ro at the end, quad kill, and the overall scoreline 16-12 in favor of the Danes as they knock out 9C.
Heroic knock 9C out of the competition here at the Spring Showdown as Inferno falls in their favor. But we do have to give some credit to the side of 9C. We weren't sure what to expect of them coming into the competition, and I think it's safe to say they've blown our expectations out of the water.
I want to give the credit towards 9C in the sense that they put on that pressure. They were the one playing well enough to put pressure on towards Heroic. It was a good game of Counter-Strike. Of course, I think the right team won. There's no doubt that Heroic were better in this matchup, but I'm surprised and impressed by 9C. New emerging Counter-Strike coming out of the CS region in Gambit, who by many is described as being very thoughtful, very careful, super good with the defaults.
It's our final game of the day here at the Blast Spring Showdown, and one which determines who meets Heroic in our grand finals tomorrow.
We've seen crazier upsets here at the Blast Spring Showdown.
Can you name one?
9Z, for example.
Okay, can you name another?
Dignitas, for example.
Okay, one more. It is a pleasure to bring to you Furia versus Gambit, beginning on Mirage. Get out from market. They've got themselves an edge. Oh, but on the money. Sh1ro, he is committed to the corner, leaving Exile to get that bomb in. Now they decide to walk out, and Yuri, well, he's got Sh1ro lit. That trade frag's good health advantage for Exile, and he's gonna take the round.
Ooh. Oh my god, dude. This is insane. All of their operas are getting rifled down.
This was it. The pick on Art.
He's running out just to dodge the window. Boop. And yeah, Art's literally not... Maybe Art messed up his peak a little bit, but crazy shot. Comes through on this frag, and here's where things get really tricky, but this post plant, they Jimmy rigged it. Planted triple, watched a ramp with 1, kept someone posted on the smoke by Sh1ro, so he was uncomfortable pushing. He didn't hear them running away.
MP9, the one SMG for Gambit to work with. Sh1ro comes out through smoke. In fact, Vinny now down to 7. Sh1ro's about to come alive. Gets Vinny through the smoke. Where did Sh1ro go? They're swarming him. They dinked him, and yet he looks to hold them back. But it's Sh1ro to close. No room to work. That flash goes over top. Cuts one down, gets dinked. Still able to kill Vinny before diving back into the cover. He challenges the bomb and stops that too. And Gambit even messing with middle in different types of attacks. Sometimes the base of connectors, sometimes
my
top
God.
mid. But on the very top is Sh1ro. An absolute denial of the stairs peak. It's gonna have to be Sh1ro in with the 1v4. He's burned back ever so slightly, and Inters takes him down. This is a world-beating Gambit. And the challengers of Furia, they didn't even come close.
A shutdown from Gambit on Mirage. It may have been their opponent's pick, but the CIS side repeat history as they once again sweep it from under Furia's feet.
I think Gambit are poised to take that 2-0. We've seen that they don't take their foot off the gas pedal. They're very dialed in and disciplined that game, beating Heroic, beating Astralis, beating Na'Vi, and soon beating Furia.
A tough tournament here for Furia, but one more chance to cling on to their competition life. It's going to be on Overpass, and it's coming up.
That might have been a 16-4, but that felt like a 16-0. That was absolutely no shot Furia were going to win that, period.
Try to plant that bomb, but watch for Art. Art's coming up from behind. He could deny the bomb plant. The bomb's not gone down. They've lost the round. Furia, that was perfect.
One by the APC, another on near default, and they can't protect the planter anymore. Not when Vinny's on the loose. The triple in 2021.
Can you believe it? Hey, it works. Nafany's like, damn.
This fiery mode at the moment. It's a good hold between him and Yuri. And nothing wrong with that boost. I mean, the boost is great.
Nafany could abuse this. He taps into the back of 2. 3 frags for Nafany. And despite Junior's best efforts, he needs one more headshot to close this, but it's not going to happen. Shadow crossover. The Fong is stopping one. Now the bomb carrier comes around through Monster, but he needs to plant or kill all 3. He needs this frag v Nafany, and there's just not enough time. He gets it after time expires. Scout, good for damage here. This is not comfortable whatsoever. Great grenade. Nafany throws that over top of the truck. Now he's only working with the Deagle, but his utility's done enough damage to prime him well. He stops Junior, doubling up with just this Deag. On for the 4th kill, and he taps into the face of Yuri. And this one all falls on Junior. He has been lights out to get them this far. Can he make the miraculous play happen? First kill v Hobbit. The op scopes up, a second in for Junior. 3, but it's up close, and Inter shuts him down. Oh, those 2 Ts line up. Nafany, he's inside of the site.
Yeah, he can make a critical play.
He's just playing with the Deagle. Soon that smoke's gonna fade and nobody's watching him. He is clean inside the site. He starts to activate, rounds these corners. Junior's back is turned. He shoots him in the side of the head. Gets his op up. Now Art's gonna keep himself swiveling around. He's pinned into the corner. He's down. Nafany 21 frags back up with the op, and Furia keep things going.
Oof.
I can't believe it. After that calamity on Mirage, the collapse of Furia on both sides, and they take this one over the line. 16-14, no overtime is needed.
It doesn't have to be conventional when we're talking Furia, right? They just make something up, they try to throw something at the wall, and sometimes it sticks.
We find ourselves moving on to Train. The Betway odds moving still on the side of Gambit's favor, but should they be so favorited when it comes to Train, Mohan?
Yeah, it's pretty close. I mean, just to go over this really quickly, Gambit in like their last 10 games have 2 losses. One was to Heroic Pro Late, 26-28. And then another was to Copenhagen Flames randomly, 11-16 at Snow Sweet Snow, where they got upset in the series. Furia are actually undefeated in the last 5 games, including a 16-2 win over Astralis at Pro League.
But he's using E-Box, just gonna let them out. Separates the front from the back and chops off the tail end. Junior's down. Yuri in with another kill, but he is fully surrounded. He's got a guy over towards Green Train and one back on Z. Yuri making a ton of sound. Bomb plant, busy hands, gets another headshot, but he can't turn around fast enough.
Oh my god, he's going quick. And he just gets destroyed. Hobbit was there close wall, heard him running out. And they're going to follow up off this information, but Jesus, it's going to put him into the cheese grater.
Dude, Yuri up on them boxes.
Yeah, they got up there so fast. I just had no idea that could even happen.
Hiding in the ceiling.
The risk, of course, you know, someone sitting on the top of 6, you know, this is a spot where they'll watch over top of the smoke, so it's a risk to go for that boost.
The Hobbit this time, they succeed, but Sh1ro through the smoke. Finds one with the op, wastes no time. Look at this, man. He's gonna challenge with just the Deagle.
What a move.
Yeah, he's so confident at the moment. 12-5, why not? Slaps Junior back with the sidearm.
God, these
Smoke's all over. Axile inside them, gets a second. But this is where Furia seem to have been this entire first 15, man, playing off the back foot. Nafany's a little bit blinded, doesn't see Sh1ro jump to the top rope, takes that very narrow edge. They do have a kit on this play, but they're running out of time. Sh1ro being chased as he dives into sight. He turns on Junior and puts an end to this attempt, although a valiant effort. Got such a lead that they can play by abandoning all caution. Junior should know this, but enters, goes way deep. 3v3 is where we're left, and enters just tearing them to pieces. Sight and the counter-terrorists not in the right position. Wait, hold on. Yes, they are. This is a double back with 5 seconds to spare. Vinny, he's gonna peek and die. I mean, time is of the essence. If he stops this bomb plant, just somebody survive. Somebody survive, and they're good. Junior's gone. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's close!
Wow.
Overpass taken in 30. But if you were to have just watched Train and Mirage, then this fight was never even close. Gambit, the world's #1, defending that title as they close out with ease on Train. It took 3 maps, and to that we respect Furia, but in reality, this series never close.
Yeah. We'll see if they're the real deal or not as the months roll on, but this could be the the beginnings of it with performances like these.
They claim to have wanted to start an era, and they've got a couple big wins in their back pocket. They've still got plenty of room to improve and things to prove as well, but one step closer to one of the 2 spots here at the Blast Spring Showdown, and who better, who more poetic to stand in their way than Heroic.
We were prefacing it coming into this matchup. You can never count Gambit out when it comes to stamina in these best of 3s.
No, and they have that resilience. They can bounce back from a very frustrating overpass, but you could just feel, once we move on to Train, that's it. It's a new game, it's a new day, it's a new life, and Gambit, you know how they feel. I don't see in what way they could have won any of the maps they lost, even though Art says a couple of rounds, it seemed quite clear to me.
Yeah, and it's that inconsistencies that we were really talking about for Furia coming into it. We weren't really sure where to place them so far, and we've got so much more action coming your way as now, Pimp, we have cemented our grand finals, and we are going to be getting that rematch from the EPL grand finals just a week ago of Gambit versus Heroic. So exciting to see if Gambit can claim revenge over Heroic for that absolute mammoth of a series just a week ago.
Very interesting to me, because I feel G2, they are limping into this final. They're not playing well. They're not in a good state, whereas for Spirit, Matcher, they're playing some of the best Counter-Strike we've seen in quite some time.
A mammoth day of Counter-Strike here at day 5 of the Spring Showdown, and we're not done with the content just yet. We've got our overtime show with the lovely Launders, Semler, Anders, and Scrawny joining them on the couch there, so make sure you stick around for that.